This program is rated SPG. It contains scenes with themes, language, violence, sex, horror, or drugs which may not be suitable for children. Strong parental guidance is advised.
According to a study published in Archives of Sexual Behavior, millennials are more tolerant of premarital sex. Back in the 1970s, only 29% of Americans found favor with the statement that premarital sex was not wrong at all. Today, 55% of Americans believe you have to test drive the car before you drive it forever. That same study found that baby boomers born in the 1950s had an average of 11.68 sexual partners, while millennials have an average of 8.26. Probably because of all the key parties in the 70s, but that's just this narrator's hypothesis. While millennials reported fewer partners, they are having more casual sex. 45% have reported having sex with someone who isn't a significant other, while only 35% of those born in the 60s reported the same at that age. Time to swipe right. Some might argue that millennials are scared of commitment. According to an analysis of census data by the Pew Research Center, in 1960, 59% of adults ages 18 to 29 were married, compared to today, where only 20% of adults ages 18 to 29 are married. But that doesn't mean they don't want to get married. One 2013 Gallup poll found that 56% of unmarried 18 to 34-year-olds reported that they do want to get married eventually, just after they pay off their student loans. Sure, millennials have more sex and wait longer to get married, so what about teen pregnancy? The CDC reported in 2010 that the U.S. teen birth rate is lower than it has been in 70 years, reporting 34.3 births per 1,000 women aged 15 to 19. In 1960, it was 89.1 births per 1,000 women. Overall, millennials are more open and tolerant in regards to same-sex marriage. Acceptance of homosexuality and same-sex marriage among young people went from 21% in 1960 to 56% in 2010. So pat yourself on the back, millennials. You're nailing it. Safely.
There once was a beautiful girl who was known to swipe left all day until she found a charming prince who was only a mile away. The prince was none too picky, but this one was out of his league. He'd never seen a maiden so fair, plus he hadn't had sex in a week. And so their courtship did blossom. They planned to meet up that night. She donned her prettiest dress and a pair of control-top tights.
Tinderelli, Tinderelli, show some cleavage, Tinder.
The ball was full of creepers. They scoped her low and high. She couldn't find her handsome prince 'cause her battery just died. The prince was so distraught. Alas and alack, of all the girls he'd messaged, she was the hottest who wrote back. So he took out her selfie and he searched far and wide, from the girls doing shots to the ones smoking outside. The prince felt defeated and also pretty drunk. But then, out of nowhere, he saw his one true love. She snuck out that morning at 4:30 a.m., and they lived happily ever after because they never spoke again.
Yes, I'm feeling alright.
How many buttholes have you seen?
15?
I haven't seen that many.
Are there stereotypes that you identify with more than others?
There's the super masculine, like passing for straight guy, and then there's like the super femme, Z-snapping and like surrounds himself with like pretty girls. I don't find myself at either of those like extremes, and so like it can sometimes be hard for people to take me seriously as a gay person.
How are, to you, gay relationships different from straight relationships?
I think a big part of being straight is like men trying to figure out women and women trying to figure out men. And that barrier just isn't there in a gay relationship.
How much porn did you watch that was straight porn?
Do gay guys worry about size as much as I think straight guys do?
Butthole maintenance. How is it for you?
If you meet someone that you really like and a part of the conversation comes up, you're both bottoms or you're both tops, just not compatible, is that a deal breaker?
Will people tolerate this kind of intolerance?
We want to make an appointment, I guess, to do cake testing.
What kind of cake?
A wedding cake.
A wedding cake.
And we like this cake, but we wanted to know if it would go with this topper. Yes.
You're having a lesbian wedding?
Yes.
I can't serve you. We can't do a lesbian wedding. I won't do a lesbian wedding cake, put it that way. It quickly catches the attention of these women who spring into action.
On myself.
We would like to actually cancel our appointment, because if you're not going to serve them, we're going to go to...
Ladies, I'm sorry. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to compromise my morals for a price?
We're not. We're not saying that you should, but we're saying that we are going to take our business elsewhere, and there's no reason why you cannot serve them. So, that's totally yours.
But she's marrying a man. They're not. They're marrying each other.
And that's great for them. If they love each other, that's great. And they'll go somewhere where they will get served. Unfortunately, you will not do that, so we are going to leave actually as well.
As the women walk out, they take our couple with them.
Come on, ladies. So upset. Sorry. I'm like shaking because I'm so pissed off that I'm sorry.
Time to let them in on our little secret.